for the manager.
Yeah.
His history, I mean, Cardiff didn't go too well there, obviously, and at Molde is a different story. Do you want to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer continue in this position in the long term? Do you think he has what it takes to build Manchester United back up to what they were?
Well, he did a job today on one of the best managers in the game, in Jurgen Klopp, didn't he? Tactically, he probably surprised Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp with playing the back three, and it worked. So I think Ole, the fact of the matter is they've tried Van Gaal, they've tried Mourinho, they've tried David Moyes, it hasn't worked. Is it just about having an experienced manager? No, it's about having all the pieces of the puzzle that fit, and I don't think they have that. They don't have a sporting director, don't have a clear identity on how they want to play. A lot of their best results have been on the counter-attack this season. They don't really have a number 9 still. So there's a lot of areas where I think Man United can improve, but I think if Ole gets Paul Pogba back into this side and Martial and signs a centre forward in January, then they'll look a lot better team, but they're still a long way off what Liverpool and Manchester City have built over 4 or 5 years.
Turning points in matches, I mean, Sir Alex Ferguson had them. Mourinho last year, obviously, he lost against Liverpool, he lost his job, I think about 48 hours after that. Do you think today could be a turning point for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but in a positive way, as in it's something to build on?
Oh, massively. I think today they'll take a ton of confidence from that performance. Before the game, they would have ripped your hand off for a point, I think.
Yeah.
I think
it's a million miles away from the Newcastle game, wasn't it? The
work
rate was there. But is it because they're playing Liverpool? You're up for it as a player. So what he needs now is the next performance straight after this is to follow that up and get a good performance again.
It's just that I think back at the opening game of the season, the Chelsea victory. What didn't United do correctly after that, which has put them in such a poor position in the league? Because it was a great start. It was a fantastic start.
They don't score. They don't score goals. They don't create chances. They don't score enough. So if you look at all their best performances this season, Leicester, Chelsea, they've been on the counter-attack. So when they've had to break teams down, like the Newcastle game, they struggle. They don't really have... You let Lukaku go. He's on fire scoring goals in Italy. I don't think you can let players go unless you have replacements for them, and they didn't. So there's a lot of pressure on for these young guys, Rashford and Mason Greenwood. They're all good players, but they're probably not ready to lead the line at a team like Manchester United. Look at Brewster at Liverpool. He's a super kid. He's going to be a super player. He doesn't start for Liverpool. That would probably be a little bit irresponsible to his development. So I think that these young guys have to play so early.
It's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
It's a lot of pressure, yeah. It's hard for them.
Well, if any club can do it, I think they've shown. Kids at Manchester United
well, they can, but I think,
games.
like Owen said, I think one of the biggest things was not replacing Lukaku or Sanchez because, there's a lot of pressure on Rashford now to produce week in, week out. And we've got to remember, he's still only, 22 years old. So it's big pressure on the lad.
I think as well, they've only conceded, 10 goals all season, Man United. It's not too bad, that, isn't it? I mean, Liverpool conceded 7 in the league.
Maybe
so
9,
and they slowed Liverpool down a lot today,
They did slow Liverpool down. So there is some good signs there defensively. They could be decent. Lindelof, Maguire, decent players. Rojo came in today last minute and did well, actually. When he came
really
on,
good.
Did really well. So there is some positive signs there. I think it's just in front of that, isn't it? We're so used to Man United flying forward, creating chances, getting down the side, putting balls into the box. It's just a different Man United. But, they're working at it.
All right, final question, because I know you have lots of other commitments to go to as well. Are Liverpool favourites to win the title for you, or Manchester City the favourites?
No, Liverpool are favourites. That was a huge point today. To get a point from that game when they were definitely not at their best, I'm not sure what Jurgen Klopp thought. I thought that was a huge point because they got that game with City coming up. That could prove to be a huge point, and they're still massive favourites.
So it's still Liverpool?
Yeah, definitely. The way they're playing, and even getting something from this game when they weren't at their best is a good sign for them.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'll take the mic from you. I know you're a very, very busy man, and pleasure to meet you.
Cheers, Owen. Thanks, buddy.
Perfect.